I kind of wanted to talk about on my first video, not the second video, amazing, where I was trying to describe my experiences. There was a point in the video where I said certain things happen in my life that created a shitload of questions. And I just watched I just watched Donnie Darko, and I had seen like a few bits and pieces of it before, so it didn't quite even seem interesting to me, but it kept coming up, Donnie Darko, Donnie Darko, and it seemed like it was out of nowhere because it seems like an older movie. I'm not even sure when it was made. Well, it kept coming up, so finally I watched it. And I remember the first time we were actually all having a discussion here at home about whether there was something behind the movie or not, because I just thought I didn't really quite watch the whole movie, and that's why I didn't get it. I didn't put it together. And well, the younger boys decided that there's nothing to it, it's just a movie. But I've been hearing more about the movie, or at least seeing the name Donnie Darko more, and so I decided I should give it another try. And I have to say now, I am going to re-watch every movie I've ever liked, because I like them for a reason, but I feel now that they'll make a whole lot more sense in a much different level of perspective. And so I will watch many movies, especially The Matrix and What Dreams May Come. And in Donnie Darko, the town where he lived, where it all took place, was called Middlesex. And even though I had gone through, God, so many questions in my life and so many instances where I questioned things. This one was pretty intense. I befriended someone on my last YouTube profile that was in fact a Middlesex XXY, and I was already on the search for the truth, and I was already and had been for quite a while researching evolution and cultures and ancient civilizations, trying to figure out the same thing that almost everyone is trying to figure out. And so it was through this individual that I questioned my own sexuality with, which I've honestly been kind of stuck with and kind of confused about it, because I've never been a sexual person. I always thought that what's most important was not physical at all. So when I encountered this XXY individual, as science would label it right now, it became clear to me that there's just no, perhaps, reason, no need for sexual differences. It's what's up here and here that matters. At least that's what it's always been for me. And it's why I've been so confused about it, because in the world that I lived in, you're either a boy or a girl, and there's nothing else. And that's not true. That's not accurate. And so through this person, I discovered a whole nother world of truths, existences. And anyways, through this particular individual and the experiences shared by the individual with me, my observation of the experience of somebody with physical differences, just physical differences. It just made me question it more and more and more. And it's just been this buildup of questions and answers and questions and answers and more questions to my answers. But I'm fine. I'm content with it all. So that's, I just find it interesting that that's in fact where my more intense search started, where I really started to put more together about myself, and so I was able to see things more together in others, in other people. In the movie, he experiences these moments where reality and non-reality are kind of in the same existence. And so there's a part in the movie where a whole sort of, right? Am I remembering right? Appears out of the theater screen, the movie screen. And I remember a while ago when I was about 6 years old, or maybe 7 years old, maybe 8. But I remember I was still in Peru, so I know I was definitely under 10. And I had just woken up and I was still kind of groggy, and I think I was groggy, but I know it was morning. We were all just waking up, and I was sitting at a friend's house, and my mother wasn't there. She was working, and I felt like I wasn't quite awake yet, even though I know that I am physically up. I felt that I was still groggy, I guess, and up here on the right, there was this thing is kind of like looking through a globe, or my awareness was just centered here, but I was awake. Anyways, there was some sort of squiggly alive circle. I was awake, and I really, there's nothing else to this memory or dream other than that's all I remember out of it. It's just compelling, amazing that there was this globe of see-through energy, but it was moving. And anyways, I've had other experiences whether I was stressed or maybe just really tired or dreaming, where this globe, this energy makes itself present. In a particular dream, which I might even talk about in a different video, it was a place where other things came out of, went through and out of. But anyways, I found it really interesting. I don't know if this particularly would be called a synchronicity or not. I'm really still feeling everything, but I feel like it's one. At least I feel more solid, not so pulled apart. I would love to hear other people's dreams, or whether anybody else has experienced any particular things other than Donnie Darko, obviously. And that's it, guys. That's it. God, is there any other movies I should watch? I would love to read books right now. I'm stuck in a town where there are no bookstores, and so kind of have to venture hours away to find one. But I want to, and I will. So any suggestions right now would be amazingly appreciated. And thank you, guys. I will talk to you later.